The fight over how Texans choose their party nominees may be moving out of the state capitol and into the courtroom. Republican leaders say they're not giving up on their effort to end the state's open primary system. Daniel Peralt explains what's next and what it could mean for voters.
After an unsuccessful push to close the primary elections last year, Republicans are gearing up to make another run at it under the Pink Dome in 2027.
We are going to make clear that in the future, only Republicans vote in Republican primaries.
Some Republicans say open primaries allow Democrats and independents to manipulate races and dilute party values.
And they think that that tilts away from more conservative candidates toward more middle-of-the-road candidates.
Under a closed primary system, voters would need to affiliate with a political party in advance of an election. SMU political science professor Cal Gilson says crossover voting does happen in primaries, but it's not common.
And there's no evidence that I know of that crossover voting affects the candidates selected by the party.
In an interview with conservative host Mark Davis in Dallas this week, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick said he thinks closed primaries are a good thing.
I don't oppose it. I'm for it. We'll support it. I believe we'll pass it.
But Patrick did acknowledge the thinking among some Republicans who say closing the primary may discourage crossover voters, particularly with Hispanic voters in South Texas.
That's the reason of if you pigeonhole someone that you can't, well, can you ever get people to grow our party?
Last year, the Republican Party of Texas sued the state, asking the court to declare Texas's open primaries unconstitutional because they violate the party's First Amendment rights. Attorney General Ken Paxton sided with the Texas GOP and is not defending the Secretary of State Jay Nelson and her office.
It's very difficult to see what the Republicans are afraid of, having won every statewide election for the last quarter century. You would think that they would find the current model works for them and would keep it.
Nelson has said she isn't necessarily opposed to closed primaries, but she believes it's up to the state legislature to change the law. Last session, bills to close the primaries never got a hearing. House Speaker Dustin Burrows' office tells KVUE this will be a priority for Republicans in the House in 2027. Gilson says it's a risky strategy for Republicans.
And they're interested in excluding people that don't agree with them rather than trying to attract them in and convince them to stay.